sports and video games. It sets the land in 7 seasons, centuries have passed, until the day a hero named Mary the famous last. Deep dark gaming, we love to play video games. We don't keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark gaming, we explain mods and games. Deep dark gaming, we sell my guns and more. As Mariner set off on his quest to illuminate a crew, the navigator joined the ranks and so did Mr. Q. Sailing for adventure, stories and for treasure. We will help you through, so climb aboard and join the crew. Deep dark gaming, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark gaming, we explain mods and games. Deep dark gaming, we sell the games and more.
Ahoy, divers! There he is. Welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we return for some more Satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. I accidentally did the welcome on twice there on YouTube. So it be just me for now. Mojo is off doing a thing, and we've got a substitute moderator who's not yet available. Should be arriving any time, but in the meantime, ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble. We are working on getting our plates. I did some zooming around and collecting some things. Mainly hard drives, so that we could unlock some recipes that I wanted to unlock for powering and for doing the nuclear power plant. And we are going to be covering the swamp eventually in foundations to produce the things we need, some of the things we need for said nuclear power plant. But first we need plates. So we are going to just review. We have 480 per minute to play with. That's at least 440 more than I need right now. So let's see. Logistics, we need a splitter. And mainly we're putting this here so that we... Where's the thing? There's the thing. Putting it there so that we can split off the awesome thingamabobs. So we're probably going to be sending... Let's see, what's... 48 divided by 3 is 160. So we're probably going to be sending 160 off of that away, 160 off of that away, and 160 off of that away. And that should be more than enough for us to do our things. But first, let's go ahead. Produzione. Let's do our smelts. And this we're probably going to be overclocking, probably putting down 4 of these and overclocking them to produce 40 iron ingots per minute instead of the usual 30 that we are usually offered. So we're going to grab that and put it, oops, nope. Sorry, we need another splitter. And then I'm thinking we might actually make this sucker a different kind of splitter. Programmable? Nah. Smart? Nah. Ah, there's the hero come to play with us. Ahoy, hero! Welcome to Deep Dive Gaming. We're gonna need a Mark III. Well, to be fair to Hero, we have not set up a Bang Discord because it is not... My Discord is invite only. So I don't have a link out there that's usable. Iron ingots. Iron ingots. Let's see, what are we getting? We're getting 160. I'm doing this wrong. Did that just fall off my... So there are ones up there for you to play with. If you do Bang Thursday, that'll be my logging out stream. Link for logging out. Forget what there are other ones I have as well, but I can't remember what they are. There's the Bang LOE. I'm trying to remember what else there is. Dang it. See, I might end up actually doing this as a manifold. That's the word I'm looking for. Ooh, memory research complete. Woo! Let's see what great gifts we have for today. Fine black powder and quartz purification. Nothing useful there. Let's start another one. I think I will, however, do smart splitters here. And I think that botched that up. Yep, I messed that up. So how was your day, hero? Let's do any, and then we'll do overflow. Oh, and I forgot to set up Discord. Show that I'm broadcasting, in case anyone wants to hang out with me in chat. There we go. So we're gonna set up a manifold here. Whoa! What happened to my audio? I think my Discord has decided to do something funky. Input, yeah. There we go. Things look better. Long and productive, that's good. There's the ahoy on the Rumble chat from Hero. Okay, so we're gonna overclock this. We need some power shards. 40 per minute. And then another smelter. Another smart splitter. Oh, I put this in backwards. So this needs to be level 3. Let's do all Mark 3s. With Mark 1's coming off the side. That one's also any. This is overflow. This is copper with a overclock to make it 40 per minute. Ah! We now have 3 heroes, 1 per chat. Woot! Since you're just tuning in, Hero, I will apprise you of what's been going on. Oops, I forgot to do the smart. We are working on configuring, setting up a nuclear power plant. Rather than go through the industry to set everything up so that we can automate delivery of materials to said nuclear power plant, I'm just setting things up so that I can feed the various materials in at the stages that I have parts available for to produce parts I don't have available. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one. So the idea being that I will eventually get automation set up, but in the meantime I will produce everything. Upload it to the Dimensional Depot, which is pretty much cloud storage, and then we'll download from cloud storage into a container that will feed in to the appropriate locations, and then that way we can have our nuclear power plant running, supplying power while we do other things like set up a rail line and automates to the nuclear power plant. The rail line is going to be the hardest one though, because we're going to try to circumnavigate this map. And if I do it smartly, I'll do one per direct. I'll do a train going counterclockwise and a train going clockwise. And we'll have various outposts around the perimeter that will feed the train with supplies, and then they will drop off to outposts that need supplies. Yes, and it wasn't sustainability, it was feasibility. Like I had kind of built myself into a corner. I couldn't expand any of my factories any further because I had no way to expand them, and I could not. Well, I guess sustainability works as a verb. There's just so much. I had so much going on, and it was getting hard to just keep track of it all. Why are these buttons no longer buttoning? 1.1 has a certain glitch where occasionally I will stop being able to do buttons. Like I can't get the hotkeys to work for whatever reason. So let's try just configure merger. See if that unbreaks it. Except that is, I'll just put it here. Nope, see, it's still not working. Okay, so we're going to do a quick save. Save. And then load. I can't figure out if it's a button combination, like a key combination that I'm doing that's causing the glitch, or just randomly occurring malfunctions. But reload, a quick reload seems to solve the issue. So these guys are putting out 40 per minute. So this one will be, just make them all Mark 3 on the outside again. Okay, here's our first steel ingot manifold. Why is my, there we go. Now we need to figure out where we're going to put our, I think it's just going to be on this side. So we will do smart splitter. There. We will not link this up to this, but we will link this up to this. This is not a smart splitter. Why did I not do a smart splitter? The reason I'm doing all overflow into the devices is because that way the furthest one gets fed before the first one, so we don't have situations where one of the things is not being fed because no material gets to it. Or this one gets that in that situation, this one does not. But they should all eventually fill up. Let's see what we got this time. A rigor motor. Okay, so this gives us, the fact that there's only one here means we've unlocked everything we can possibly unlock. So just find something that we can go ahead and unlock that. And we'll see if we can do a rescan. Nope. Unable to scan. Okay, so we still need cable. Problem is there isn't a lot here that's of practical use at the moment. I'm even more curious. How do the machines get fed? Is there an automated mining device that harvests? And then, yep, right here. See this big honking thing? This is a Mark III miner. This will dig up from this little resource node here of iron. This one's a pure iron. So pure iron means that's, or pure iron ore node means that at level 1, the maximum output of a miner is 120 per minute. Well, this is a Mark III, so we're at 480. So this should feed all of my iron needs for the foreseeable future, at least as far as like loading them into... Stop it. Go away. As far as loading up my resources, my cloud-based resources. Let's see. So that's going to go like that. It's going to go like this. Overflow. Let's drop this and let's get our constructor. No. Okay, so we can also overclock you to produce or to use 40 per minute, which I think is 27.5. Nope. I think it's just 27. Nope, it's 26.5 or 26.75. Really? Just use the dial, I guess. $26.75. 26.66. There. Copy setting. Now, actually, we should probably space this out a little more because the constructors are a little bit bigger than the smelters. They also have they also have swinging arms. And I tried not to let them collide, clip together. Let's see. Yeah, if you see the wings on there, that's essentially what I'm trying to avoid colliding with each other. So if we put them like that far apart, there should be no clipping. But I need... No, I think we got just enough space. I mean, we could... The builder will let us put them side by side to minimize the amount of room needed. But I don't like seeing them clip. So that's why we build... I try to build a little bit on the realism side. Like I don't like having floating parts if I can help it. I try and build, if I build upward, I try and put in supports for the upper floor. Okay, so that boop. Iron plate. 26.66666666. There's one. Let's copy, paste, paste, paste. And then we'll copy. check something. Okay. And then Hero, I'm assuming we are still good for our Stream of Consciousness Final Fantasy series finale tomorrow night. Talking about Final Fantasy 16. Okay. So we got that all set up. Last thing we're going to do is put a merger on this side for everybody. Whoa. Mojo should be back for moderation tomorrow night. She's got a thing tonight. Okay. I think I'm going to do one more clearing. That's dimming because I think it has to do with communication apps being on. So we'll apply that. Resume. I thought that was it, but it's still doing it. I do hope that her sudden surprise change in plans isn't bad. I think the only bad part of it was the timing. Like I said, she found out about it last minute, but the thing had actually been scheduled for a while. Just the notification had failed to be posted. Let's see, where's the manifold? There it is. So she was a little irked that the... Yeah, it's not last minute technically. She just found out at the last minute. Alright, so we got that. That will fill up with lots of steel plates before getting loaded into the Dimensional Depot. Now we just need to wire the sucker up. Ugh. Why is my sound... I'm going to save again and reload. That might fix my sound. It's just a little quieter than it should be from my experience. And I'm not sure what's causing it. But fortunately, most things in the settings get reset when you do a load. Huh. How's it sound to you? It's probably pretty quiet. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Wonder if Discord is playing havoc. Because Discord... Let me stop the stream and disconnect. And try the reload again. I may have to restart the game. Because the volume level dropped noticeably on my side even. Make it better when your conversation isn't overwhelmed by game sounds. Yeah, but that's just too quiet. It wasn't that quiet a minute ago. I'm gonna restart the game. Stand by. I didn't get the error message on the shutdown this time. Usually, with the experimental build, if you don't exit to main menu before you exit to... That sounds better. If you don't exit the main menu before you exit the game, you could more often than not get an error message saying something went boom. It's to say it's a Steam thingy popper giving you a... See, that's already better. I just won't log into Discord. Alright, like I said, power! I'm gonna put this up so that I can get a bird's eye view of this. Figure out where I'm going to put the power. I need to get my chat boxes back up. There, now I can read. Oh, that's right, you get ads. I guess you're not immune as a moderator, are you? Yeah, 8 machines here. I could use one big pole for all of it. Needs to add shrinking, stream, and running though. Not sure what. I don't know. See, it's better now anyways. We've got background music again. Yes, they are. Okay, so now we just gotta figure out, we just gotta run power from over there to over here. So, just go ahead and remove this. Wow. Let's get this. Can it reach? No. Can get to about here. Here. Okay, so we'll go bloop. Go bloop and bloop. And let's watch it go. Oh, let's get the extra ore that I've got on my person. See, you've even got animated drill. Oh shoot, I need to bump that up. Oh, level 4 would have worked. Fly, my pretties, fly! Hee. Oh shoot, you know what I did? I goofed up. I meant to have this be the splitter. Oh well. We'll split it off. We'll rearrange this probably at some point later down the line. But it's making my plates. Look at that. It's making them. And it's uploading to my cloud. Woohoo! I can make drones. but they require fuel, which is not an option yet. Yeah, I goofed this plant up. What I should have done was had the constructors going that way. So I'll let it run until my cloud storage fills up, and then we'll rearrange this a little bit. Or a lot of bit. Back to the cloud with you. Oh, that's all full. That's full. I need space, so I'm seeing what I can upload to storage. Look, hero, it's a bot, it's a bot. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, okay. I guess I'd have to refresh my windy. Yep, there it is. Why are you not feeding into this guy? Where is it and I'm not seeing it? Had the clicky. I don't know. I'm not fluent with Twitch commands. I don't know how Mojo usually do it, whether she clicks or if she uses the command. Let's grab some of these. Dump them into here. Whoops. That is not what I was looking to do. It is producing fast. Iron plates are up to 722. 721. Right. Now we should be able to rip these out and do this correctly. Whoops. Accidentally pulled out a foundation we didn't need to pull out. Itchy eyeball. There we go. Alright. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Whoop, no, 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 no. Darn it. I don't want you. We have to send some things into a... Whoops. Into a, awesome sink. Boing. Okay. So, actually, we need to clear some space. Yes, that's literally what it's called. Here, let me play you. See if I can find... Where would that be? Let's see if I can play you an audio file of Ada. Recipes, no. Messages, here we go. Here we go. This ought to do it.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Ding! So yes, that's what that is. Nope, we're gonna need to purge that. Oh no! I fell through the hole. There we go. Alright. That's hopefully enough space for the constructors. The idea is just leave these guys running. Well, I can leave and let them grind away, and that will generate plates, feed them into the cloud for me so that I can just keep building. 3, 4. I think those are spaced properly. Yeah, looks like it. I have a feeling your prediction for the story will be correct, or very close to correct. Yeah. I have purposefully not gone to see for myself what the ending of this is. I want to enjoy the ending of the game by reaching the end of the game. Oops, that's what I want. Smart splitter. So, but the prediction is that we are not actually getting. Well, there's two predictions. There's my prediction and there's Mojo's prediction. My prediction is that like I happen to know because I saw enough of a person's video where I saw where we got left behind. But the prediction is... Actually, I don't know if it's mine or Mojo's. I think it might be Mojo's. Mojo's prediction is we're just actually... We're building for the AI overlords. Or like... My thing is that we were probably sent to this planet on purpose. But not for Project Assembly so much as to find this alien consciousness that we've encountered. The problem is, I also think that we are not actually like one of two things happened. We got hijacked by Ada, brought here because she detected the alien consciousness, or we were delivered here by mistake, and the Ada is not aware of it. Which I find a little less believable given the circumstances. Or given dialogue that we've received. The other thought is like there's no more humans anymore to save. Copy setting. Paste. Come on. Because there are certain dialogue options. There are certain dialogues that you get from Ada where it's like, replacement Pioneer would not be available until error years. Like we're far outside of the range of where we were supposed to go for the Save the Day program, Project Assembly. But the debate is whether it was intentional or intentional or accidental. If intentional, who sent us? If accidental, how? I think it may be a combination of AI overload and they're tricking the humans into helping the AI expand their reach. Maybe. I think you and Mojo would have fun speculating. I just intend to finish the game and find out for myself. I don't think we need to have this be a Mark III. I also don't think this should be necessarily be a Mark III. Okay. Whoa. So I think the power pole is correct right here. Whoops. That was not what we were after. Okay, before we rig this up, I'm going to do a little bit more clearing. So you want to get one, possibly two more rows of foundations in here. And we got more smoke or spore towers. Away with you. Ahoy, French fried toast! Hero, could you do a shout out for me, please? How are you doing, Frenchie? Thank you. Mojo's got a thing tonight, so she was unable to attend. So Hero is filling in. Say hello. Had time for work, but I brought my streaming stuff, so hopefully I'll be on this week. Cool. Just let us know when. If you let me know ahead of time, I can try and plan a raid. Let's see. That was correct. That was the right thing we wanted. Boom. Okay. Does your office look as cool as the last office you had? Almost have range, but not quite. Launch. Now we'll see this thing in action from above. And it's split smartly so that I can have a branch going that way for something and another branch going that way for something. Got a fancy room somehow? Free snacks and... Oh! Jackpot. But I was asking more about the work environment. Oh, I forgot to turn that on. That's better. Actually, I think that one could be a Mark 1. I have no idea. I haven't been out there. It'll probably be full of mosquitoes. Oh shoot, I forgot to set up my splitters. Overflow, okay, so this one's correct. This one's correct. This one is not. There we go. Wahaha. Fly, my pretties, fly! Iron plates are filling up. Woot. Okay. Now that this is grinding away and looking like it's functioning efficiently, except for this one, it's not. Once I get confirmation that this one is getting fed, we'll be good. We'll move on. I'll head back to the nuclear power plant. We'll see what the next thing is we got to do. The way I've got this going is it's feeding this one first, and then overflow goes into this one. Once it gets full, overflow will start going into this one, as witnessed. And then once that one gets full enough, we get backlog. Overflow should go into this one. But I also have a concern that it will never overflow, because it's producing just fast enough that may never see any. Let's see. Whoops. Let's see. That's 16, 17, 18, 15. Yeah, it might not. Looking at the numbers. Might get there eventually, but we're not going to wait for it. I think the influx is outpacing the outgoing, so we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and head back to our nuclear power plant. Oh, actually, before we do that, I think it's time. I think I'll show off the awesome sink really quick, because we actually need to set one up for the overflow for this thing. So we're gonna do an awesome smart splitter. Do any, we'll do overflow. Industrial storage. Okay. Now, the awesome sink will go here. And I believe we have enough power from our geothermal to run it. see, that's the other thing. 25, 50, 75, 100. I actually don't think we need Mark 3 conveyors here. I think Mark 2s will do just fine. Plate's full, so we should be seeing. See, this is going to fill up first. Then we should start seeing it fill up here. Oh, it's going to be a while. Let's go ahead and head off. Whoops. Yeah, I think we'll go around the mountain. Get some several minutes for work tomorrow. Have a good rest. Thank you, Frenchie. You have a good evening. Good luck with work. And good luck with finding time for streaming. And we'll see you on the flip. Bye. Oh, dang. Last time I came through here, the Hoggers won the fight. I'll take these. I have a use for them. Did I get all the remains? And that's why I have the aggression off for the monsters, because these guys are scary. Actually, I could totally set that up. Yeah, they go nuts. They're freakishly frightening. Oh, I have a dismantle crate. I gotta go back. But there's a second reason to go back, and that is I just realized I did my awesome sink too close, because I wanted to make a container for me to dump some extra stuff in that I don't need to carry around with me. But also, there's a trick I learned to help maximize the number of tickets you can get from the Awesome Sink. It's not necessarily an exploit, it's actually using the game mechanics of the game to maximum benefit. That's what I'll do since this is not cooking yet. Ah, doggone it. Okay. Alright, so. Think. Yes. Min-max for the win. Oh boy, oh, Excuse me. Okay, will the awesome sink fit? Yes. But no. Actually, I guess I could put it here. I don't need to do a full one. Okay, let's drop this because we'll need the space. Pick that up. Alright, so one of the things that we have in the constructor is a recipe for alien DNA capsules. And if we put a summer sloop in there, hopefully we don't short our power supply here, we get double the amount of DNA capsules. Figure out power in a second. But that takes alien protein to make the alien DNA capsules. We can do, let's do hog protein for now. I'm only going to do one of these. We can do the summer sloop again to double that output. And then we just need to put in the feed in the hog remains. Let's increase your level by 1. Go here. Go here. And then, let's see, we'll just dump it in, I guess. Hopefully this does not cause, or this does not blow a fuse. There's alien protein. How come we only got one? Whoa. That one time we got 2. Weird. But the reason I'm caring about this is we want this number to hit 1,000. Technically, it only needs to hit 900 because I have 100 tickets on my person already. But the DNA coupons, points required for the next DNA coupon, I think, does not increase. $4,000. Okay, we need to change this one up to be, what do I have next? Spitter remains. No, those are Stinger remains. There we go. 2 for there. There. Yeah, it doesn't increase with each one. The standard points increase each time you reach that threshold. It increases incrementally. So it takes far more materials to accumulate standard points versus the DNA points just grind away. So I could do a full campaign of just like going in, finding all of the but whoops, actually I don't want to do that. I want to do, how much grass do I have on my person? These. We'll go ahead and upload as much of this as we can. I know our computers are full though. Drop those in there. Drop those in. See, I think we're full on the quick wire. Yep, so I can drop those in. Full on the wire. So you can drop those in. Just drop everything. Go ahead and drop those in. But yeah, as we find material, alien remains, we can collect it and drop it in there. And then we can grow our amount of tickets faster. But I'm still going to set up that configuration for everything else we start building. So if I need to build more rods, rod production will do the same thing. I'll fill up a dimensional depot and an industrial storage facility. Then the overflow will go into an awesome sink. Oh, we have dawn. Dawn has broken. Ooh, some of these guys are drooling. Ew. But yeah, last time I came through here it was the hogs that won the fight. Oh, that's going to be too high for their jetpack. These heroes, since you're unaware, are called power slugs. They come in 3 varieties: blue, yellow, and purple. The blue ones give 1 power shard, the yellows give 2, I think, and the purples give 5. That's what I was using to overclock those machines back there. Hey, Mariner Kitty. Yeah. It costs more electricity to run them overclocked or to use the summer sloops. But the benefit is faster production. I'm gonna tear this down because it gives me plates. Meow. Alright, oh, there's another hogger remains I can take. I'm surprised they last as long as they do. And no radiation. Oh, hard left. There we go. Yes, we have radioactive critters. They're kind of like the super mutant hounds. Except I don't think the hounds give you radiation poisoning just by proximity. Actually, I think we're, yep, well, there we are. Our nuclear power plant. First of possibly many. We. The last stream we set up a water extractor to pipe in water. From the top of that waterfall. I've got a couple of biofuel generators over here to jumpstart this thing when it's time. So it looks like a lot of work. Yeah, it was. Took up at least half the stream working on that. But anyway, this here is our manufacturer for the production of the uranium fuel rods. They take 15 case uranium cell, 3 encased industrial beams, and 5 electromagnetic control rods to produce 1 uranium fuel rod. But it takes 2.5 minutes to make each fuel rod. I have these storage containers here that I will fill up with the encased industrial beam and electromagnetic rods, but I have to feed in 50 encased uranium cells, which is the next thing I was going to work on, but I ran out of plates for my foundations. Come to think of it, looks like I'm running out of concrete for my foundations. So I may have to set that up next. Which is a bummer because there was a node right there I could have set up and I forgot to. Oops. Oh, hey, Mojo! Mojo's here, at least on the Rumble side. Oh, hey, Mojo! So, yeah, but at least you got to see the nuclear power plant. How was the function? Got done a little early. Literally needed to know one thing. Yeah, this is a big honking thing. And the fuel rods will get loaded by this thing into, I think that thing. I'm not sure. Once this thing is filled with water, it'll aminate. Oh, it is already full of water. Cool. Well, it's just the animation looks like it's full of water. It's not actually yet. But we are going to have to run back, set up that concrete node. And that'll come in handy because we'll probably need to get the encased industrial beam manufacturing going. Who wants it? I see bot. Let's hit refresh, see if it works. Yep, there we go. Mojo, do you have to clicky or do you have the do you use the ban command? Because Hero tried to ban a bot earlier and he couldn't get it to work. Click on the name and get the option. Okay. Say name correctly. Oh yeah. Yeah, funny story. We almost said lagging out modding the YouTube side because I could not find Hero's YouTube handle. He had to say, didn't realize he'd never set up a YouTube handle for himself. Like well, I mean, everybody's got a YouTube thing, but he wanted a different one than what he usually uses. But it couldn't. He set it up and then I couldn't find it. I ended up having to go to the YouTube channel and copying the full URL to paste it in to get it to work. Of course, it didn't help that he called it Hero Mori Yuri Loki and didn't tell me. Why am I going that way? I need to go this way. Or north. North! Had set up to my private email. Forgot I never set up the channel for my alt. Oh! Is that what it was? Whoops, I think I took the wrong route there. Let's see if I can fly through this crack. I can, and I can discover a Mercer sphere while I do it.
Look through the window and witness a threat.
Ag. Ooh. Which thing? The Mercer sphere I picked up, Hero? That's one of the leanings behind of the alien consciousness that we've encountered here. That's what allows our access to the dimensional depot. But as you collect those and do research with them, you get conversation between Ada and the alien construct, or the alien consciousness. I don't know about hostile. Wasn't talking about me. Missed a few. Oh, it has it says right and wrong. If it's good for the AI, it's right. If it's good for humankind, not so right. That's pretty much how it goes. I shouldn't have sent all that limestone through the awesome sink. Wonder if it's still here. Nope, it's gone. And my wife who keeps wanting to use a handheld chainsaw because what if I want to cut wood boards? I mean, I can get a table saw, a circular saw, a bandsaw. Why the heck do we need a hand chainsaw? Because she wants to recreate certain scenes from Doom. Dreamin' Weaver. I know Botrix is in there, Mojo. I just had to reassociate it on the. I had to reassociate it today because when I went and looked at it, somehow the my brain just quit. There it is. Somehow the Kofi bot was removed. Hand sawing? Ouch. There it is. I'm gonna bring it this way. How much are you spitting out? 480 limestone permit. Dang! Maybe this direction was a bad idea. Well, it worked for now. We just need it to spit out. We only need 45 per minute for right now. Yanni McYawn face today. Wow, really? Why are you not letting me put this down? Oh, because I'm missing material. Duh. Doop doop doop. Can I tap it? Yes. You go back and finish Eternal because, well, that's kind of. Ah, I bet the disenchantment was real. Now that's what I call a segue. Well done, Hero and Mojo. Ooh, you can just reach. That's why you get all the praise, Mojo. Just do a temporary right now. Yeah, I've only got another like 20 minutes, Hero, if you can stand it. Otherwise, you can, now that Mojo's here, you can take off. We got those grinding. But thank you for covering for Mojo. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will catch Hero tomorrow night for the Stream of Consciousness with myself as we cover Final Fantasy 16, the final episode of our Final Fantasy series. And then we're going to probably take a break for a couple of weeks while we get set up to do our next series. Or as we like to think of it now, because Hero mentioned it, Season 3 of Stream of Consciousness. Season 2 was Final Fantasy, and Season 1 was the nonsense we had before. Yay! Then I'm either gonna, we'll get something done for the layout to be look a little more professional now. I didn't know exactly what yet. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out the encased industrial beams while this is grinding. Fair winds and fun gaming, Hero. I should not do that yet. Now I can do it. Actually, I know what I can do. Encased industrial pipes. Actually, we need to make the industrial pipes first. fine. I may be exceeding the ability of our no, we're still okay. Maximum I want to make this is 150 watt, or maximum load I want to do is 450 watts, megawatts. So if I go over that, we're probably getting short whenever the geothermal power reduces. 100 per minute. So if we do 2 of these at 80 per minute, intake of 80 per minute. And then double up. That'll be our 200 or 160. Actually, I need to be smelting, not constructing. See, even this, doing this in such a way as to hand feed the nuclear power plant, even this is ridiculous. So much work. Okay, I think I've got enough to shut this down temporarily. So we're going to do 2 things out of this. We're going to do one that was more of that. Actually, I need to use a tool that I found. There's a free program through Steam Mojo that's called Satisfactory Modeler, and it gives you the ability to pre-plan your factories. It's actually really cool. I watched a guy do a video on it, or I watched a YouTube video on it. It's even better than Satisfactory Calculator or Satisfactory Tools because you don't lose your stuff after you close the browser. Let's see. 48 per minute. I may end up using that to plot this out a little bit better. Because I'm getting a little overwhelmed with the fact that I have 480 per minute I can suck out of these nodes. It's more than my little brain can handle. program like that for my farm, Stardew Valley. This big farm and pre-planning is a good idea. I'm working on a big factory. Actually, I think this is that was probably facing the correct direction. Also give you the numbers for power needed and whatnot. No, but only because I don't think I know where to look. I think it's probably in there, but I don't know where to look for it. I just found the program a couple days ago. Ugga mugga mugga. So yeah, I'm thinking I may have to program that into. I require a lot of data mining on the part of the person who made the program. Yeah, I may have to wait until after the stream and call up that program and figure this out. Because that limestone, the only thing. Do you mind? It's the only good thing for the limestone is to make concrete. Or cheap silica. Or apparently any number of these other recipes. But I think the end result is always going to be concrete related things. Because we can become. That's so funny. We can combine quartz and limestone to make silica, but we can also combine silica and limestone to make concrete. I'm sorry, yeah, quartz and limestone to make silica, or silica and limestone to make concrete. But I'm not. There's another limestone for basic iron ingots. There's limestone and water to make concrete. A lot of these alternate recipes always add something. I mean, the wet concrete, I think, is probably more efficient. Because you get 4 per instead of 1 per. But I'm getting enough limestone out of this node that I don't really need to expand. So you can even get rubber concrete, which I don't even know what that is. Concrete with extra bounce? What? But yeah. So I would think, I don't know. Alright, let's do this part. This part I can figure out, I think. Smelter. Probably put it there. We'll do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with that doing that, we'll probably have to send the concrete that way. No, rubber cement, it's a glue that's used to resole boots and shoes. Oh, of course. I haven't used or heard rubber cement since my high school days. Oh, it's been a decade ago at this point. Or quite a few at least. One, 2, 3, 4. A pair of Doc Martens that I've kept since '94. Resold those boots for the last 25 years or so. Oh, nice. I haven't had a pair of shoes that I've wanted to keep for that long. Had cobbler show me how to do it since I was moving away. Nice. So that means among your various jobs, you were a cobbler's apprentice for a short time. Most expensive pair of boots I've ever owned, and they are really well made. No reason to get rid of them if they were made to be resold. Oh, that's a good point. I have never had such a luxury. There we go. By the way, paid 150 back in '94, but that was a lot for me back. Yeah. By the way, I'm up to season 4 in the X-Files. I'll be watching the movie after not too much longer. See, I don't need one here. Then I'll decide whether I want to keep going or not. I'll probably keep going just because. 9 seasons originally, and then there was the revisited season that was the reunion season. And then they did one more after it to wrap things up, which I don't remember if they did all that well or not. $40 per minute, so it's 160 ingots per minute. Leon. We're gonna do. Actually, no, this is wrong. We need the constructors next. Iron pipe. 100 per minute. So we're going to do 2 of these at 80 per minute. Or input is 80 per minute. I think the output was going to be 20. Yeah. That might work out rather well. So 2040 per minute. What would the assembler then make? Encased industrial pipe. 24 per minute. That puts out outputs 20 per minute, so yeah, we can just do one straight into here. Can underclock this. 3.5, 3.25, 3.33333. There. So copy that. Put another assembler on this side. Cool. Oh shoot, I'm over time. So the ideas will hook up. We'll figure out the concrete needs, because I'll split the concrete node here between just making concrete and making these encased beams. I might reserve some concrete out of the mine, out of the node, reserve some limestone out of the node for something else. Not sure yet. And all of this is really temporary until we get the train going. That's gonna do some of that's gonna be a little more practical. Like this, we might keep this node, this area going, but it'll definitely be for exporting, not just for filling up my dimensional depot. But that's all its purpose is for right now. But once we get that established, I'll be able to expand the we're doing a little bit more in the area where we're building our nuclear power plant. Try and get things moving there. But in the meantime, Or in the meantime, check us out tomorrow night for Stream of Consciousness Final Fantasy 16 with Hero. That will be the last episode of that series. I'll be back here doing this on Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'll show you the progress I've made. Until then, enjoy Satisfactory, fair winds, and fun gaming. Bye!